I am going to do another look with this new palette. I'm totally in love with it. This isn't the first video or look I've done with this palette, the Violet Voss Coral Crush, but it is by far one of my favorite palettes ever because I love me. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk about how YouTube is 100% pissing off the creator universe. So I don't make my living from YouTube. In fact, as of the publishing of this video, I've never made a dime from YouTube. I am by trade a tattoo artist, and I do YouTube as a hobby. But YouTube really seems to want to be Netflix. By that I mean they want to curate the content that is seen on the platform, which is actually, in my opinion, kind of the opposite of the purpose of YouTube. Because I mean, prior to starting my YouTube channel roughly about a month ago, I really didn't use YouTube very often at all. I mean, I used YouTube so occasionally that I didn't really actually fully know how it worked. And generally what I did when I went on YouTube was look up something that was relatively obscure. So it was a place where I was doing how-tos or trying to figure out how-tos. And, you know, like how to change a tire, how to make rice, that kind of thing. So this base is Pina Colada. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Coral Crush. So needless to say, I really didn't know too much about YouTube, but I've educated myself over the last month or so, and I know a whole lot more than I did before, and I am by no means a YouTube expert. But YouTube yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago, decided that it was going to take away the verification badge on thousands of channels that, and some of which were huge channels that had like 1 million+ subscribers, and get rid of it. And they claimed that their reason was to make it so that people better understood who was a legitimate representation of a brand or a well-known personality. Kind of the way, like if you wanted a page on Wikipedia, you can't get a page on Wikipedia unless you are a person of prominence, but they never really discuss what makes you a person of prominence. So YouTube used the same language. You had to be a person of prominence or a company that would be likely to be knocked off. Now, a lot of people had verification badges because they had been on YouTube for literally like a decade, had 1 million subscribers, and they saw all that go up in smoke. Now, having a verification badge doesn't actually unlock any special features. It really doesn't do much for you, other than, you know, it used to give you a little round icon next to your channel name with a check in it, which said you were the legit person. So it took it away from like thousands and thousands of channels who had previously been verified, and I guess they were not prominent enough for YouTube's taste. And they were replacing it, the icon, with kind of like a gray bar behind the channel name. And one of the things that they said was that it was going to make it more difficult to knock off a person by putting this graphic up. And of course, that's not at all true. Anybody with graphic skills. I mean, I am as I mentioned, I'm a tattoo artist, but I have a few graphic skills that I could certainly do it. A lot of people are like, oh my God, why'd you do this? Am I not important enough to you? And that kind of seems like what YouTube's message is lately. So in 2018, with the adpocalypse, they changed their requirements in order to reach monetization to make it virtually impossible for a small creator to do it. And the overwhelming majority of people who are small creators are never ever going to be able to reach that level, because the way it currently reads as of September of 2019, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. 4,000, that's 240,000 minutes. Given that the average video on YouTube is watched less than 3 minutes, you are just setting the bar so high that virtually nobody can make money from YouTube anymore. It's kind of like wanting to be a member of the NBA. You may be a phenomenal basketball player, you may have a passion for basketball, but the chances of you reaching the NBA and playing professionally is extremely slim. And the chances of you staying there once you get there is also extremely slim. So yes, it's theoretically possible. No, it is not common. So we're gonna go in with Tiger Lily. So given that they've now set this bar so incredibly high, the chances of a small creator, like especially if you're in an obscure topic, being able to hit that is slim to none. And I believe that the reason that they're doing that is because they want to control the content. So there's been a little moment in the universe where they've tried to promote, just as an example, several celebrities. Will Smith was one of them. There were several others. And yes, people will follow celebrities because Will Smith is fine and has interesting things to say. But honestly, that's not the base or the core of what YouTube was designed about. I mean, it's in their name, YouTube, as in you and television. Television about you, not television about celebrities or people who could afford to come up with their own shows. This is obsessed. So I'm questioning why you would take the verification away from people who have had it for years. And the only reason appears to be that you don't consider them a person of prominence, because they definitely may have a business. They may be a person whose channel has like literally 1 million or more subscribers, but because you, YouTube, I'm looking at you, YouTube, you don't consider them important, you're like, you're not verified. I don't know who you are. I've never seen this man before. Sure, he's been on YouTube for a decade and supported his family that entire time from YouTube, but I don't know that guy. You know who I know? Will Smith. So I am confused as to what YouTube is trying to do, other than I think it's very obvious that they really want to be Netflix. They really want to control all the content. And the only reason that they are able to do that is by getting rid of people that they consider background noise and propping up people they consider important. Now, YouTube is kind of like a rented storefront to a creator, because you don't own that storefront, and the lease owner of the storefront can change the rules at any time. And that's basically what YouTube is doing, is like, hey, I know you've been here forever, but I'm totally changing the rules, and you know, too bad for you. It's just so bizarre. I don't understand. Well, I do, because it's all about money. It's always with these large platforms, it's always about money. But how you got to where you are is because of the people who have put in time and money and effort and probably worked for hundreds, if not thousands of hours filming videos, editing videos, uploading videos, creating graphics, doing search engine optimization, to try to gain the ever so slight prominence they have, or in some people's case, a lot of prominence. We're going with Glow Up. I'm going to do the inner corner again. Oh my goodness, I love this color. I love this color. My feeling on this Violet Voss palette right now, in this moment, it's my favorite palette on my table. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's such a pretty palette. And for me, I'm in love with warm colors. Peachy. BFF. Blending. So what do you guys think? Does it make you upset that YouTube is essentially trying to squeeze out the small creator in favor of slickly controlled content that they've got a hand in? By creating the bar of monetization to be 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, something that many people on YouTube who've been on YouTube for a decade don't have. And you have to do it in one 12-month period. So it's not like, hey, after 5 years, I finally squeaked up to 4,000 hours of watch time. No, you have to hit that in a single year, which is amazing to me. That is just so crazy. But that is where they are at. They were like, this is what we're doing. Don't like it? Bummer. Work harder. Or get out of the game. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like to me, like they're just trying to push small creators away. I'm taking a little bit of papaya for my waterline. If you're a person who doesn't like orange, this is not the palette for you. Orange is one of my very favorite colors. I don't even need to ask if I look orange because I know I look orange. A tiny dab of Fenty Fairy Balm Loose Shimmer in 24 Karat Gray. And pop that onto my inner corner. Now the first time I used this, it kind of threw me off because it has a scent of coconuts. I'm not sure why, but I was just like, coconut shimmer. I have questions. But I try my best, and I'm learning things, and I come from the perspective of somebody that's interested in makeup, but not necessarily a makeup professional. And this pencil is my current favorite, Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I like it because it's long lasting, has a really skinny, tiny little crayon to it. So one of the things that YouTube has been trying, and they've done it several different times over the years, I found out through research, they're trying to create it into a subscription-based service, kind of like so many people have cut the cord on cable because cable is so ridiculously expensive and replaced it with YouTube. And YouTube's like, hey, I want $15 a month and I'll give you an ad-free experience that allows you to play videos uninterrupted. I appreciate the fact that videos are supporting small creators through AdSense, through the ads that you see on them. So I don't necessarily want to get rid of the ads, and oftentimes I kind of use the ads to my advantage. Like if I'm watching a video and doing something, I'm like, oh, that's playing, I'll go get a soda or whatever. And that's my Brow Powder Duo Soft Brown Anastasia Beverly Hills. I always think before my eyeliner's on, but after my brows are done, that it looks so crazy to me. It looks like, I don't know, it looks so crazy to me. And then once you put the eyeliner on, you're like, oh, I feel you. I'm feeling you. I have hooded eyes, so I always have to be super, super careful. As a rule of thumb, if I've got heavy eyeliner on, I don't want to do more than half of the lower lid that's showing when I'm looking straight ahead and the hood is over my eyes. If I'm doing a more conservative look, I'm going to say I'm probably doing 30%. I think that my eyes look brighter and more awake if I do thinner than if I do heavier. I don't feel I can skip eyeliner, because if I skip eyeliner, to me, I don't look awake at all, and I kind of look like, in this case, an orange zombie. So much better with eyeliner. I've been using Maybelline mascara my entire life, and I am 49 and 3 months old, and I feel like Maybelline does a fantastic job. I've used some high ends, like I've got some Dior mascara, and honestly, I don't see a difference personally. I have never tried a mascara that I thought was high end and worth the price, frankly. So it's mascara. Use your best. So I'm not going to do a full face makeup today. I've got a little acne going on here. It's not a day for that. So I'm going to do something pretty light. I'm using NARS Mini Orgasm set. I really like it. It's soft. It's pretty. Sometimes I just don't want to put foundation and concealer. Either I don't have the time or I don't have the inclination. And I am going to use just a little bit of loose powder from Mercier. So I'm going to pop on a little bit of lip balm. Same set from NARS. Orgasm set. There's a huge color payoff with this, but it feels so good on my lips. Just a tiny bit of the NARS gloss from Orgasm. YouTube, I see you. What are you doing over there? Why are you breaking up with me? I don't get it. YouTube, why? I'm a good girl. Hey, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Come back next time and I will do another Get Ready With Me. As always, my products are listed in the description of my video, and this is not a sponsored or affiliated video. I bought all the products with my own money, put them on with my own hands. I am not a makeup artist. I am trying to get better with makeup. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day and enjoy the beautiful autumn that we are experiencing here. Ciao.